Hi guys. Today is Friday, December 30th, 2022. 2022 is almost over, and I'm here to do my December WIP update. I'm not entirely done stitching for the month, but it's fine. I'm going to do this today, and I'm going to do my 2022 wrap up and 2023 plans video after this one, so stay tuned for that. And I have a little bit more stitching I'm trying to do today, but some information I need is not cooperating with me. And I got some starts planned for tomorrow. Oh, yeah. So, anyway, happy end of December, end of 2022. Going into 2023. So December was a pretty good month. It was very similar to November. It was very busy as far as stitching because I'm trying to wrap up stuff for categories and finish the last of my WIP Go squares that I still have a chance of completing. Shockingly enough, I'm not going to get 2 pages on 3 things done in the next day and a half. That's not going to happen. So some of my squares I'm not going to complete, but I had some I'm like, I could still make that. And so it's been busy trying to get in all of these goals for the end of the year. So I have some stitching, and I have some stash, and I have some plans for January. I have a finish. Somebody wants my attention. And so we'll just get started. And since it's right here on top, we'll start with my finish. And that way I can get it out of the way and it doesn't get messed up. So, I started this on Thanksgiving Day. This is what I was starting when I was supposed to be starting my Bella Filipina with Vicky Gable and her birthday start. I didn't start the Bella until Saturday. But this is what I was starting on Thanksgiving Day, and I finished it on December 19th. And this is Warm and Wise by Mill Hill. And he's adorable. And so that was my finish. There's 4 in this series, and I'm planning to start one of the other ones tomorrow. I'll show that to you in a bit. But that was my finish. And he was, I did, sorry about that. I'll tell you how many stitches I did. Warm and Wise, I did 1,617 stitches in December to finish him. So that was my finish. My WIPs, I did not start anything in December. I started 3 in October and 2 in November, but nothing in December. So my first WIP that I worked on, well, the first one I'm going to show is this one. It lives in this Castle Bag by Garan Totten. And it is Stroke of Midnight by Teresa Winsler. I have not worked on this in 20 years, you guys. I'm sure I talked about this in my November video. But it came up for categories, and now that 22 and 22 is over, I was able to choose from my entire list of WIPs and not just the little part that I had on the 22 and 22. So this was the one that hadn't been worked on in the longest. It actually might have been the Kiss, but I chose this one. I should have chosen the Kiss. But anyway, so I did 100 stitches. That's all I did. I filled in some more of this planner right here and a little bit up here. And that's all I did. I did a little bit of gridding. You can barely see it on the camera, but I did a little bit of gridding. This is the top of the page. So next time I pull it out, I have the top of the page marked. So if I wanted to, start up here and work in 10 by 10 boxes, which is probably what I'm going to do, I have it marked. But for this month, I just filled in some more of the planner for 100 stitches, and I needed that. I used it for categories. Um, so that's all I did on that, and that's gonna go away for a while, at least until next year. The goal for this for next year is 500 stitches, so it's gonna go away for, a while. This piece, I've been showing you this all year. You've been seeing it all year. I've worked on it all year. This is my dog's. And I had a goal this year of doing 5,000 stitches on this. And I made it. I ended up at 5,000, and I want to say I ended up at 5,049 stitches. I did 700 stitches on it. I love this. This little guy makes me happy. So there is my dog. All 5,049 plus stitches of him. And he's amazing. So I have the same goal next year. I'm keeping the same goal. It's going to be 5,000 more stitches, which will finish this part. I think there's about 2,000 stitches left in him. And then I'll start on the next dog. I'm not sure which one, but there's my dog. I love it. Okay, this one. So I got involved in the game of Sammy Says, and Sammy at Sammy J Stitches chose this from my categories for me to put extra stitches into. So you only have to do 100 stitches on the categories, and she wanted an additional 300. So I did 400 stitches, and this is my chatelaine. This is Japanese Octagon Box by chatelaine. This is the one I started in October with EJ. And I'll show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like laid out flat. So, I don't know how well you can see that, but that's what it looks like. And so I did 400 stitches. I finished the grass. I finished the black frame. I started on this. There's a little bit of cross stitching up here. There's some specialty stitches in here. The tree is full of specialty stitches. There's an overwin bird on here. There's some overwin clouds right here. Or birds. I don't know if they're birds or clouds. There's something overwin right here. And then the rest of the frame. The motif in here is over 2. There's some specialty stitches that go into these boxes here. So there's a Japanese Octagon box. I'm not sure what the goal for this is going to be next year. I'm not sure. And I don't know if I'm going to set it by the number of stitches or by the number of panels. I don't know. But it is going to come out next year. Okay. This one, this is the one that I'm doing for my dad's cousin. This is Hanukkah Presley Penguin by KLT Charting. And she asked me to stitch her something to put on her door for Hanukkah. Clearly, I did not make it for this Hanukkah, and she knew that was going to happen. I told her it wasn't going to be for this year. And I'm dropping stuff. But I did, how many stitches did I do on this? Hanukkah Presley Penguin. I did 1,004 stitches on this. this month. And there he is. I filled in his eyes. I filled in some more of his arms. You can see where his menorah is. This is where his dreidel is right here in the space. And I filled in a bunch of his belly. There's like 700 or something stitches of 3865 in his belly. And I did about half of it, and I was like, okay, that's enough of that. And so then I started filling in the shadow along the bottom of his belly. So I'm about 2/3 of the way done with this. I'm at 1911 stitches, and there's 2955 stitches in it. So I'm about 2/3 of the way done, and this will probably be a January finish. I'm gonna pick that up later. It's fine. Okay, we'll do this one last. This is the one that I was just finishing up my stitches today. Oh, and the penguin went in the categories for PDF. This, I was just finishing my stitches on this today. This is Greta Goldbroom by Bella Filipina. This was my start for Vic's birthday sale that I started late. And I did 700 stitches on this month. I had done 300, and my goal for WIP Go, this is one of those WIP Go goals I was trying to finish. My goal for WIP Go was to get it to 1,000, so I finished that up this morning. And here she is. So there's 1,000 stitches on Greta. And this is another one. I haven't quite figured out what my goal is going to be next year. I'm thinking the goal on this one might be 3,000 stitches. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking maybe 3,000. So here she is. And my last WIP, I believe, is also going to be my last finish for the year. I'm going to finish this tomorrow. I was trying to catch it up today, but the weather.com site isn't working. The part that I need where it shows you the monthly forecast and you can go back and get all of the past temperatures, yeah, it's not working. It just spins round and round and round and round. So, but this is my temperature tree. I have 14 days left, 133 stitches left. And when I can get the weather.com site to work so I can get my temperatures off of it, I will finish it. But I will finish this tomorrow. I'm going to try to catch some of it up today if I can get the site to work, and then put the last leaf in for tomorrow. And that'll be my last finish for the year. This is by Stitch and Mommy. She's doing Quakers next year, temperature Quakers. It's really cute. I was watching Kate and Cheryl at Fickle Stitches, their WIP parade, and Kate was saying, I did it. It was it was fun to do once. Do I feel I need to do it again? No, I don't need to do it again. If I was going to do another one, I would probably track something besides the weather. Lisa at Paddock Lane has one. It's a craft room where you can track your number of stitches. And I'm like, well, that would be fun. But I really suck at keeping track of the number of stitches I do each day. Like, for my tracker, I'll do whatever prompt I'm doing. If I'm doing something for road trip, or I'm doing something for harvest stitchers, or whatever prompt I'm doing, I'll wait until I get to the end of the prompt, and then I'll update my tracker. But I don't go on there every day. I did 81 stitches today. I did 142 stitches today. I really suck at that, so that stitch tracker thing probably won't be my thing. So, but I'm not going to do another weather one. If I was going to do it, it would be something besides the weather. All right, so I think that's all my WIPs. Did I show everything? Retrievers, we showed that. We showed temperature tree. We showed Japanese octagon box, Hanukkah, Presley penguin. Yep. That's everything I worked on this month. I so far have done a total of 4,935 stitches. Um, I'm gonna hit 5,000. Because I'm gonna finish my temperature tree, and I have some starts planned for tomorrow. So I'll probably end up somewhere around 5,400 for December. Plans. So tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and I have plans. I'm just gonna reach over here and grab them because, well, if I had brought them over here first, that would have been too much like being properly prepared for this. What? What is that? I'm just making a mess over here, people. All right. So, this menu starts. So, plans, categories, January categories. Animal is going to be retrievers. Less than 10 colors is going to be the penguin. The penguin only has 8 colors. My large is going to be my large is going to be this girl, Savannah's Curtsy by Mirabilia. I also have a goal to get 5,000 stitches in her next year. And I think the poor girl got cut off the end of my WIP parade. I apologize for that. I didn't know. Somebody finally told me that the end of my WIP parade got cut off. I didn't know. Published before 2013 is going to be Under the Evergreen. So finishing Under the Evergreen is my number one goal next year. And I think it's going to be more challenging than I was expecting. I think I've still got like 10,000 stitches left on it. Like there's still a lot of stitching left. So I'm gonna have to hustle if I want to finish it. And then New to You, I don't know. I haven't figured out New to You, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. So that's the categories. I also, well, that'll be in my other video. It's fine. So my new starts for tomorrow. The first thing I'm gonna start is this. I've had this for a long time, and this is one of those things that every year I say, I'm going to start that this year. I'm going to start that this year. And I put it on my list of potential starts, and it never happens. So this is going to be one of my starts tomorrow. And I've had this kit for 25 years. I've had it for a long time. And this is Psalm 100 by Cooler Design Studio. It was kitted by Busilla. The date on this kit is 1995, and I've had it probably since not too long after that. But I'm not. At first, I was going to use the kit thread. I was going to change the fabric. I was going to use the kit thread. The pattern is available in PDF on the Cooler Design website, and I bought the pattern on PDF. It works in Pattern Keeper. And I thought, well, I'm going to replace the fabric because I don't want to stitch on the Aida. But I'll use the. And then, look at that. Does anybody want to sort all that? So then I decided, you know what? Maybe I'll just kit it up in DMC. So I kitted it up in DMC. I have yet to choose fabric, but it's probably going to be one of the neutrals that I got from Fortnite. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I better do that today. So I'm probably gonna put the kit up for sale or something. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna kit it. I kitted it up in DMC and I'll stitch it off the PDF, and I'm gonna leave the kit intact. But that's gonna be one of my starts tomorrow. My other starts is going to be another one of those Mill Hill series. It's the same series as the Owl. That one is Warm and Wise. This one here is Warm and Wise. And this one that I'm going to start is Marshmallow Sweet. And it's just adorable. So this is going to be another one of my starts tomorrow. And then my New Year, New Start. Which will be probably sometime tomorrow. It probably won't be on Sunday. It'll probably be sometime tomorrow. Is going to be Margaret and I are starting. Margaret and I are starting to tell us die by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. It's on Etsy, and she also has them in paper. Margaret bought hers in paper, and I bought mine in Oh, here's another decision I'm gonna have to make. So I bought mine on PDF, and she bought hers in paper. So this is a fabric that I'm gonna use. This is 28 count Wisteria by Mystic Fabrics. And I'm going to do it in white thread, and I don't know what shade of white. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do it. Maybe in 3865. I'm not sure what shade of white. I have to figure that out. But that's what I'm going to do. Margaret has a really light purple, springy kind of fabric too. And if she hasn't changed her mind, I don't know. But she's also doing hers in purple thread. So if she's changed that, I'm not aware of it. So that's going to be my New Year, New Start. And this project is living in this Easter bag from Garan. It's adorable. And so those are my starts planned for tomorrow. I'm going to do at least 100 stitches on each one. I have a fourth start. I don't know if I'm going to do it Sunday. It's not going to be tomorrow, but it might be Sunday or it might be later in January. I want to start Though He Seemeth Sleeping by Lucy Beam 11 Stitches. Do I have a picture of that here? Yeah. This is not the model. This is stitched by Rachel Wenzel. And I took her color palette. I'm going to do it in the same color palette that she did hers. This is Though He Seemeth Sleeping. And so that's going to be one of my starts in January, but I don't know when. And also, again, because Laurel is never fully prepared for any of this, another thing that I'm going to do in January, and I'll talk about this more in the plans video. So Sammy and a bunch of friends and I have a piece that we divided into 12, and we stitch a portion of it each month so that it'll be finished by the end of the year. And the piece that I chose for this year is this is by Dimensions Gold Collection Petites. And all I have done on her is I have a little bit of her belt right here, and I have a little bit of this blue in her kimono, and that's all I have done on her. So I divided the rest of it up into 12 parts, and that little section where I started, that's going to be January. So I'm going to do that. And I think it'll be better than the one I did this year. The one that I did this year was a temperature tree, which was fine, but it was a problem because you can't stitch on it until after the day passes because you got to know what the temperature is. So I was always kind of playing catch up because, I can't just decide like Sarah at our Stitching Kingdom. She always does her, we call it the stitch along. She always does her sal piece as the first thing she does in the month. In the first of the month, she pulls out her sal piece and she does her sal piece. I couldn't do that with mine because I had to know what the temperatures are. So I think this will be a little easier on that front because I can just get it out of the way whenever I want to during the month, and I won't have to wait until the days pass. So um, I think that's my plans for January. Categories and Sal on my and new starts, and yeah, I think that's my plan. So stash, I got some of that. Some of this is I bought and I won some stuff, and she included some extra stuff, and I was passed along a chart. Um, so here's some stuff that I got, and we'll just start with this. This is so Lindy Stitches. The Bird Crush club is over. She sent out the last chart, and along with the last chart, she sent out a bonus chart. Um, this is the Armchair Ornithologist by Lindy Stitches, and I do not know when or if this is going to be released for general release. I'm guessing that it will be maybe when she releases the rest of the Bird Crush. I don't know, but that came along with the last Bird Crush. It's adorable. It has all of the different birds in it that were part of the club this year. And then the Homespun Needlework group had their last exclusive for the year, and it was by Heartstring Samplery, and it's called Hope Song, and I bought it. I did it for like both minutes, and then I bought it. And this is what it is. It's a small, and it says, "My heart remembers hope when the winter bird sings." And so I also bought the finishing kit, but they were running short on finishing kits, so they said that they're going to mail those next week. It comes with the frame and with the materials for the finishing. So I'm expecting that next week. And this was put on by Acorns and Threads. This was their exclusive. Okay, so I'll show you what I won. So they did a raffle at the end of the No New Starts year. And I actually won one of the prizes, which I was kind of surprised because I never win anything. But what I won was I won some Millhill kits. These are the Northwoods Santas. So this is Juniper Branch Santa. And Hollyberry Santa. And Pine Tree Santa. And I think I actually like the Juniper Santa the best. I think I like that one the best. So then I was talking to Carla, and she asked me if I liked it, and I said yeah. She's like, okay, well, I have some other stuff because people have been sending in donations all year, so she's got a whole bunch of stuff. So she's like, I might throw some extra stuff in there. So what she threw in there for me was some more Millhill kits. These are old. This is from 1994. This is Noah. This is from 1991. This is the Jack in the Box. I don't know about this one. I might send this to somebody who said she'd like it. I don't know that I want that one. This is from 1990. This is a wreath, and I hope it's prettier in real life than it is on the picture because it's not a very good picture. So, but it's not 1990s pink. So, and then one of the Charmed Faces Santas. So she sent me that. And then, so if you watched Carla's video that she did after StitchCon, it was like 2 hours, and I had a whole bunch of stuff. And Carla's birthday fell during StitchCon, and her sister did all this stuff in honor of celebrating Carla's birthday. Well, one of the things that she did was she had a bunch of floss cards printed to give out, and they still have a bunch of them. And so she's been sending them out with the prizes. So she sent me, I don't know if I should go through all these or not, but she sent me 3 packs of 5 floss cards, which I appreciate because I need floss cards. So there's well, yeah, maybe we'll go through these because they're fun, right? So there's, if you have crazy friends, you have everything. This describes my friends on Virtual Stitchers. This is my circus, and these are my monkeys. I love this one. Hanging with my nomies. You belong among, well, you belong, words are hard. You belong among the wildflowers. And friends don't let friends do stupid stuff alone. And then we have this one. This one, these are like more inspirational and less amusing. Do what you love what you do. When you are kind, it not only changes you, it changes the world. Embrace the journey, life is good. This also describes virtual stitchers. Good times and crazy friends make the best memories. And then, of course, follow Carla at Craft Addict K here on FlossTube and on Instagram. And this last pack, and it comes with a warning. This pack is sassy, and I felt like I should have sent these to Vicky Gable. Maybe swearing will help. Sarcasm, just another free service I offer. I feel like this needs to be on Vic's group. Sarcasm, the perfect answer to any stupid question. I cross stitch so I don't kill people. And there's that one. So those are the ones that she sent me. And I appreciate it because I can always use floss cards. So thank you, Carla. Okay. Let's try to reorganize over here. Okay. So this is some stuff that I bought from Sammy at Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, also a faithful supplier of floss cards. She cuts them on her daughter's Cricut, and she includes one with your order. So this is Jenny Bean's Christmas Sampler by Shakespeare's Peddler. This might get started next year sometime. This is the one that I was waiting for. This was the exclusive in the Garan Halloween box last year. And I didn't buy the box, and then they had their remaining charts for sale, and I missed out. I was quick enough to be able to get one in the cart and pay for it, but I wasn't. I was right in that little space of time between the time they sold out and the time that the website reflected that it was sold out. So I got an email a few minutes later saying I was being refunded, that they were sold out. So this is All Hallows Eve. Sorry about the glare. This is All Hallows Eve by Erica Michaels. That was it was designed for Garan, and it was released at Expo this year. And this was also, I guess these were all Expo releases. And this is by Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. This is the Little Red Schoolhouse Pin Keep, which I think is going to be on my list for monochromatics next year. Monochromatic and less than 10 colors are some of our categories, and I think this will go on my list for possibilities for that. This one, I saw Cindy Sorley at Stitchery Express has been putting up different albums of things that she's clearancing, designers that she's not going to carry, or she has too much, or I think they're mostly designers that she's going to stop carrying. But or things that haven't sold, I don't know. But she had one for Erica Michaels, and so I got the Hanukkah Bits one. There's a few other designers up there now that I'm thinking about if they haven't been claimed already. And it came with this. It came with this little piece of silk gauze, but I think I'm going to stitch it on fabric. I don't think I'm going to stitch it on the silk gauze. I think I'm just going to stitch it on regular fabric. And then this was a pass along that I got from Vic at Stitch and Button. She let me please it when she was finished, and she put it in one of my packages. This is Olivia Okerleaf by Silver Peak Samplers. And the last thing that I got, speaking of Vic, was I got her 12 Days of Christmas bag. Oh no, I did get some more stuff from Vic. So I got her 12 Days of Christmas bag. It's beautiful. I think most of us started opening the gifts on Christmas Day, because the 12 Days of Christmas run from Christmas Day to January 6th. So there's the bag. And I think that I was lucky. I don't think that she included these for everybody, but I got one of the few that included an accessory bag and an art book. And I'm not going to show all of these. I think everybody's opened them so far, but I'm not going to show them all. But and one of the gifts, I will show this one. One of the gifts was a little snap tray, and these are fantastic because you snap them together at the corners. Whoops. You snap it together, and then you have a little tray. You can put your threads in it, you can put your scissors in it, your needle minder, your frogger, or whatever little accessories you want to keep in there. So I have one that I bought from her. It's a Mickey Mouse one. I have this one. So it's been a lot of fun. Sometimes these mystery boxes are not all they're cracked up to be. I've gotten some that I've been disappointed in, but Vic has done a fantastic job with this one. Like, I haven't been disappointed yet. Um, and I'm pretty sure that she's made a lot of this stuff herself. She put a lot of work into it. I was like, wow. Um, so it's amazing. So it's a lot of fun. And I think this is well, actually I'll show this too. I wasn't planning to do that, but I'll show this too. Okay. So Vic, speaking of Vic, um, had a big sale on Facebook Live of needle minders and just other things that she had hanging around her shop. And um, it wasn't that tempting for me. Needle minders aren't really my thing because I stitch in hand. So most of the time, once in a while I'll use a frame, but most of the time I stitch in hand. So needle minders don't do a whole lot for me. I have a few. So I watched the sale, but it wasn't very tempting for me. Some of my friends were like, me please, me please, me please. And I'm like, yeah. So I only got a few things. I got one needle minder. I got a needle minder of Eeyore. There was an I Love Lucy needle minder that if she still has it, I might go back and get it. Um, I got some thread drops. So I got some pink thread drops. And I got a little tape measure. So that's what I got from Vic's sale. And then I didn't get permission to share who this was from. I got a gift from a friend. And I won't share who it was from because I don't know if she wants me to or not. But I got a Christmas ornament from a friend. So that was very sweet too. Um, so that was what I got. And I think that's my video. What are we at? We're at 42 minutes, 43 minutes. So I think that's my video. So stay tuned because I'm going to reset here and I'm going to do my 2022 wrap up, my 2023 plans video. And so stay tuned for that. And Happy New Year and happy stitching. I hope everybody has a wonderful 2023 and lots of stitches and all the floss tube and yeah. So I will see you guys in my plans video and then I will see you guys next year. Happy stitching. Happy 2023.